Okay, and now I'm going to be doing a Sato hollow line connection with the Sato crimp. And first off, you cut your line like this, and notice that there's a little barb at the end. Now what you're going to have to do is get like a basic nail file or something like that. Usually comes in the Sato kit, and just file that barb on down.
Max is now filing down the mono. The idea is to make it as smooth as possible. That'll make it a lot easier going inside the Spectra. So for that, you can use your standard emery board. Again, like Max said, it comes along with the Sato kit.
Alright, now we have filed down our tip here, and we're using a Daho splicing needle. And this one is specifically for 80-pound test, and that's what we're using here, some 80-pound test mono. What you do is you just slide that mono up into the needle like that. And then when you splice it, you're going to be just messing with the needle here. Okie dokie. And now the next part here, we're going to be putting our crimp onto our hollow Spectra first. What we did here is we just got a little piece of single strand wire. What you do is you take your little Sato crimp here, put it onto your little tiny piece of single strand wire here, creates a little loop, and what you're going to want to do is put your Spectra through that loop, then pull your crimp onto the Spectra. That's the easiest way we've found to do it. And this is, again, 130-pound Jerry Brown hollow. So you just put it on like that. Take your little crimp and pull it on. And your crimp's on there. What you want to do is just slide that all the way down. And just remember it's there. Alright, and now we're going to be threading our mono into our hollow Spectra. So what you're going to want to do, take your needle and just start working it on in to the middle of that hollow core Spectra. So how I like to do it is keep this finger out right here. Keep the Spectra nice and straight onto the needle, so you don't end up puncturing through the weaves of the Spectra there. So you just scoot it on down with that one, pull it with this hand, and you're going to want to just pull this monofilament probably 4 to 6 feet down into the Spectra. And just keep on putting it on in there. I'm just only going to pull it to there for our purposes today. Then poke the needle on through there. Make sure you come in between the weaves so you don't mess it up. Pull your needle out. Pinch it right there and pull your needle off of your mono. And you just pull that mono back in there. And so that's just our shorter inline splice there. And then finally, you're going to want to find your little crimp. And just pull it over your mono. it on down to the end.
Now, how far over the mono do you typically take that? Over the mono into Spectra?
Probably about 4 to 6 feet. The overlap of where the splice actually is, probably about 4 to 6 feet.
And then
you bring your crimp just about.
Okay.
Just about a ½ inch there to where they meet. And then grab your Sato crimping tool, and these are a specific tool made for this because the actual grooves in the crimping tool are tapered. And so you're going to want to take your smaller tapered side, which is this side right here, point it so that the smaller taper is pointing towards your mono. You'll take that and just like a firm handshake, you don't want to crimp it too hard, just like a nice firm handshake. There's the first crimp. So it has like a little bit of a wing to it. You're going to rotate the crimp about 90 degrees there, so that those wings that were on like a horizontal plane are now going to be on a vertical plane. You're going to take your crimping tool and take that narrow edge, point it back towards your spool, back towards the Spectra. And once again, just a firm handshake. So there you go. This gives, you have to crimp this way so that it's both crimped on this side and on this side. And then after you crimp it, you're going to want to glue it. Okay. Alright, and once we've crimped our crimp, then we're going to want to glue it, which is the final part. What we use here is our CharkBait Spectra adhesive, and it's a little bit thinner. It's one part, so it makes it a lot easier, and it has a certain amount of elasticity to it, so it's not going to be brittle. It's going to be a little bit bendy. Take that, and you'll glue the front and glue the back. Just about a ½ inch on either side. What I do is just kind of flick the line like this to get all the extra. Let it dry, and you're ready to go.
Great. Thank you, Max.
Yep.